Hey guys, come on in. We're here at the local school here in Samara for elementary school age kids. And we just had a Crecer Biblioteca here this morning. Come on in, I'll show you the room where we meet. We're currently in the process of cleaning up, as you can see. But what happens is we come, we unpack all our books, and then the kids receive rules. We have to give them rules about how to be in a library because like this morning, Erica, who's over there packing up, asked them who's been in a library before, and only one kid out of maybe the 20 or so that were there raised their hand and said they've been. So they don't even know. They don't know you're supposed to be quiet in a library, so people are supposed to read. But why is that so important? It's because reading and learning forms the foundation for logic and reason. I'm a Christian. Maybe not everyone is, but we know that logic, how do we think, how do I determine what a good idea is versus a bad idea? All of that comes in many ways through the process of learning of books and reading a book and how it's organized. So it's so important, and really I believe that if we want to have a long-term vision of helping Costa Rica and other countries grow, then Crecer Biblioteca, which is what we call this project, which is part of Iona Pura Vida here in Samara. Iona Chapel, Iona Cafe, Iona Villas all help support that project, but it's one of the projects that we do that's really for everyone. We're not explicitly Christian in it, even though we are Christians, but it's because we really do believe in the good of society. Actually, Jesus said, pray, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And being able to read, valuing studies, so many kids don't value studies when they get to high school, in large part because they haven't had books, they haven't developed a love of reading. And I know so many of us have really benefited from libraries. I mean, I really took it for granted. Our kids spend so much time at libraries, constantly going to return a book or getting a new book. So many wonderful things in the United States where I came from. That help kids develop a love of reading, athletes on the wall saying, learn to read, so many different competitions. So with Crecer Biblioteca, that's one of the things that we're just starting to do. And quite frankly, we need your help. We need lots of help. As you can see, there's not a library here at these schools. Not a single library that we know of in the area has a local library. We went to the only local library about 30 minutes away, which most kids can't get to. Our books that we have that you all have already given, already our library is larger than theirs. And so we really encourage you all to give. I see a kid trying to sneak in right now, but we really do appreciate all of your support with the Crecer Biblioteca project. We need more people, we need more resources. We do need books, but in Spanish. Our hope is that kids do learn to read English. That opens up a lot of new opportunities for them in the future. But in the short term, we really do need to focus on Spanish resources, and would love for you to help people just like that kid, just wave goodbye, to be able to have greater and better access to books. We've got lots of plans. Crecer Biblioteca is a community library, which means that we want to use it not just to help kids have access to books, but to provide resources like personal finance, parenting classes, marriage classes, things that really can help the local community that don't need to be explicitly any religion, but really help everyone to live a better, more, as we say, pura vida life. That's what we want. So thanks for letting me share a little bit about Crecer Biblioteca. As you can see, we're wrapping up for today. We have more schools that we need to go to. We just were at another one yesterday, but we really do so value and appreciate your support. And pura vida, or as we say, pura vida en Cristo. Thanks, guys.